all CRM have a lot of flows, and we are going to see here the most common ones, mainly for big CRMs. So, what are they? Majority of the CRMs have been designed by computer scientists for marketing people or managers. So they have been designed for people that don't sell directly. They have been designed to produce reports, to produce statistics, but not really help salespeople. Sometimes it's even worse. You have a good system at the beginning, a good CRM. However, the marketing, the direction wants more report, more statistics, more information, and then an easy and good tool begins to be very sophisticated, complicated, and it begins to be a nightmare for salespeople. So that is not what we want, but that is what we see in 99% of the companies. Salespeople most common criticisms are: I spend more time entering data than selling. For a 30 seconds call, I have to spend 5 minutes entering data. I have to go into categories and subcategories, and I hate it. That's what they say. I would be much faster and more efficient with a paper form or an Excel page. That would be much better for me. The system was designed by marketing, not for us salespersons. It is as complicated as SAP, and you know that SAP is a German and very efficient system, but it has to be put in place and it's very complicated. I make mistakes all the time, and I get reprimanded by my management, by my director, and the system is not user-friendly. So, as they are being reprimanded during the sales meeting, they try to do it very well, but instead of focusing on the sales, they use their focus to fit it properly more than try to sell. Other criticisms. My sales manager keeps asking me about my numbers and correcting me. I can't sell and I hate it. I have to juggle between data from the CRM and the data from my computer. There is no synchronization between, or it goes wrong. There are so many selection criteria that I get lost. Other criticism. When I am on a computer tour, I have to go home in the evening and to enter the data. I should be able to do it directly from my cellular phone. Access is not easy from a cellular phone, sometimes not even possible. Why? Because systems are too complicated or have been designed a long time ago and they have been designed for computers, desktop, and not for laptops or even less for a cellular phone. It is not adapted to our companies. We cannot modify it. Or I have to ask somebody in the company, but he won't do it because he's going to say, I'm going to wait for your director to tell it to me. On the contrary, our company has made it even more complicated than it was at the start. You sometimes have good system at the beginning that begins to be very complicated at the end, and that's not nice. Now, sales directors' most common criticism: salespeople don't fill out their CRM correctly. As they have trouble understanding it, they enter the data in the same way, or they don't enter the data the same way, all of them, and the figures are not good at the end. Or I have to spend 80% of my sales meeting time explaining them how it works, and still they do the mistake. The system was so expensive that we no longer have a training budget for the next few years, and that I've seen that so often. So training budget for salespeople is key because they should know their sales technique perfectly well. Instead, they spend the money for system and for techno, but techno doesn't sell. Techno should help sell and not the contrary. Conclusion: the customer data are essential value for the companies to know. It's key. The CRM is an essential tool to sell a product or a service, provided that it remains simple and easy to use. A salesperson is made to sell, not to enter and crunch numbers. I prefer a salesperson with very good results than one trying to get the figures to explain the loss he has. So, wish you a very good day, to sell a lot and to have a very good and easy CRM to help you.